Bucks County Curling Club. There's a Freudian slip. Are you enjoying all the hospitality? Cool. You have like a perfect view in that front row. And that is why we built this. We love it. You get to hear the commentary, whether you like it or not, but you get to hear it. Neither do we. Oh, Dave, I still have your wallet. Good. I do not have your phone. Right here. Here's your phone and keys. Here's your keys. That might be bullshit.
No, that's mine.
Or that might be thanks. That's my phone. Okay.
You can call it and listen for the Action News music.
Okay, and that's how we start draw number 7 at Bucks County Curling Club here. I think the stream is on. I think Chris just did his stream.
I did, and then I wandered over to talk.
Okay, if anybody's out there and live streaming. Hey, yeah, we're out here now. Okay, we have 12 people watching the ice crew finish up. Little practice slides. We have the feature sheet here of Utica versus Plainfield. The 6:15 draw, followed by the 9 o'clock draw, and followed by probably pretty much a lot of drinking.
Yeah. Also, there will be a lot of drinking interspersed with all of that as well. Don't be confused.
I have to watch my P's and Q's. I have to play at 9 o'clock.
Better you than me.
Yeah. Okay, so we have the team in blue versus the other team in blue.
I'm right now only seeing one player from that other team.
Now we're down to one person.
That's a 4-on-1 so far. I think Mark Mooney's just going to square up and punch them all in the face.
That would be funny. It's just a old-fashioned throwdown for the win. Who's the last person standing should win the game.
A little rough and tumble out there.
All right, we're up to 4.
Huh?
No, it can't be us. Yeah, it is. It is. Okay. All right, we have 4. Bill Reuter says I can smell that. He heard you.
You're welcome, Bill.
All right, so we're getting ready here.
We're still waiting for 3 players.
They are waiting. This is how you sometimes get into the opponent's head.
You just forget to show up.
Looks like somebody is now walking in the door and coming right on.
Wow, this is running late. I mean, you can be late or you can be fashionably late.
Oh, and they are going to the locker room.
Well, they're already losing time.
Well, here's the deal. If you're the opposing team that's out there right now, you could sit there and give them their 10 minutes. Or you can hang one on them.
You can hang one. Yeah, absolutely. You can hang the first end.
I'd give them the 10 minutes unless we were behind, and then I would want to hang the first end.
I'd give them the 5 minutes you got in terms of cushion. 10 minutes might be a bit much. But we also only saw 2 people walk in the door, and he's missing 3.
Well, there is 5 out there.
Right. You need 8. So we're missing 3.
Well, you could play with 3.
Sure. I'm just saying I don't know where their third human is.
And I just got to say, you got to love Cassie's hairdo today. It looks very nice. A new hairdo? No? An old one? It looks very nice. You look much younger, 22-ish, 23-ish, just out of college. Cute, always.
And what college would that be, Mark?
The College of Temple University, TU.
For those of you not watching at home, he
and
just made
another
the symbol with
person
his
just
hands.
came in the door.
Danks is going out to talk to Sheet B to let them know that they can hang one if they want.
You can hang one if you want. The clock is running. You know what? It wouldn't upset me, but at the same point in time, I would sit there and say, I'd like to start. I want to play all 95 minutes here.
Sure.
I give them a minute or 2, and then I got to start saying,
You hang one.
The guys, I'll hang one. Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what? And for the for viewers out there, this is probably really boring to them, too.
Yeah, no, they're watching nothing. I mean, they can hear rocks connect, like the takeout that was just made on sheet C.
I mean, we could have more burping going on, and Bill Reuter would like that.
All right, here's
I'm
player
working
number
on it.
2.
All right, we got
making
now,
an appearance.
we now have a second out here.
So we may have 4 against 2. Playing
It's
little
4 against 2.
Oh,
Here
got
comes the
another
third one,
Field guy.
and it doesn't seem like much in a hurry here, and like not running out onto the ice.
Well, if you're going to be late, just lean into it.
Exactly. And there's still Cassie's new hairdo. And here might be the kindest and nicest lady at Bucks County Curling Club, Lindsay.
Definitely the prettiest, that's for sure.
There you go.
I can't say that because I'm a married man. I would have to be.
Yeah, but your wife doesn't curl here, so you can pick a prettiest out of the Bucks County Curling
you know
Club.
what? She
Well,
is
I
the
can't-
prettiest at the Curling Club.
Say,
There you go. That is a good save.
I
The
can't-
lawyer that you are.
Yeah, I can't say that.
No,
Jeff is not allowed to say that.
Jeff, on the other hand, has a case to make on his own.
Yes. And he is not a lawyer.
But then again, she is not here this weekend, so.
Oh,
So we're still waiting to get off here on sheet B.
All
We're
right.
always
looks like
waiting to
they're
get off.
lining up in the hack. And
All right. Well, it was only
Oh.
4 minutes of waiting.
all right, Plainfield will start off with Hammer.
well, that should at least be the penalty. You don't get to start with hammer.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, really, there's no penalty whatsoever for showing up 3 minutes late.
We're underway.
Yeah, I would have said at least give me hammer. Right?
Yeah, sure.
So I asked Greg what the ruling was.
I assume they made none. I mean, nothing was hung, and they just kind of let it go, which is fine. I mean, that's totally their prerogative. And I
3.5
understand why they would
minutes
do it.
came off the clock.
Yeah, I mean, that's your built-in cushion. If you call a playing fast enough game, you don't really need it anyway.
And so these are all
A-event games.
A-event games, yes.
Yep. Yeah, this is everyone's second game, if I
So
remember correctly.
the 4 of these losers will be playing, not that they're losers, but the 4 losers of these games will be playing at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Either 8 or 10:10, I think. I think the later games today play at 10:10. The earlier games play at 8 o'clock.
Well, so I would assume these, because the first one's from the 355 draw or whatever that was.
It was a 155 draw and a 4 something.
They were playing at 8 o'clock, the losers of those
Yeah,
games.
so it was the
So these would be the second,
second draw tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the losers of these games and the
Well, then we had the 9 o'clock draw.
and the losers of those games too. Yep, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I believe the winners of this play at 12:50 tomorrow.
Now, what time do you play tomorrow?
12:50.
Okay.
Yeah, we play the whoever wins on sheet A during this game.
Oh, okay. So you're either Ardsley or Nutmeg?
Yep, that is correct. And we had the pleasure of curling against half of the Nutmeg team out in Colorado.
Very nice.
So that was very cool. They're good people. Obviously, so is Ed, even though he wasn't there. And the other person I don't know, but I'll assume lovely.
All right, so we are into our second of our lead stones here. And looks like they're trying to just draw in under cover here. You have a deep guard.
There's a decent chance they crash, but they might get it. Oh, they got it by.
They get it by here. Now they got to get up.
No.
Unless it's for weight only.
No. Stop. Down, Dino, down.
Yeah, unless they wanted to sweep this into the back 4 foot.
Well, I mean, yeah, they probably could have come up maybe a couple feet
As soon as
shorter.
I think it cleared the guard, they could have.
Sure.
I mean, the higher the better would have been the shot.
Yeah, you're just looking to outcount that blue one,
Yeah,
top 4.
Yeah, now you're looking at something you could possibly sit on.
Sure.
Other matchups going on right now on sheet A. We have, what is that, Nutmeg and Ardsley.
Mm-hmm.
Sheet C, Philadelphia and
Triangle.
And on sheet D, we have Philadelphia and Pittsburgh.
I got to admit that Triangle team's a tough team. We came up against them today, and you run into a buzzsaw.
Oh, I mean, the Jacksons are always, Murray goes nowhere without a solid team. His wife, Kathy, can curl, and both of the Hicks are also very talented curlers.
Yeah, and I don't think they had their A game, but they really didn't need their A game today.
No, I mean,
They're just solid all the way through.
Sure.
You never root against a Canadian.
No, and you never want to curl against a Canadian either, or
No.
drink against a Canadian.
Either one is a bad.
Really, you just want to be on the same side as any Canadian you can
Exactly.
find.
Exactly. Okay, they're saying this is a little hot, so I'm saying it's at least hack weight,
There's a chance to come in and
which will be fine as long as they can hold
I was
it.
gonna say it just took off, but I think they're gonna.
Now
catch
this is going to
that.
be actually fine. They can just hit and roll under a little bit, a little too much.
No, nope. That's a
Not
great
bad,
shot.
yeah.
'Cause
Okay, yeah.
There's almost. I mean, you could probably come in the other way.
You
and-
can.
Yeah. But she's just gonna call the same draw,
I think she's leaving that maybe for something later.
which I don't mind considering she doesn't have hammer. So if you can plunk one in top 4 undercover now, or just biting the button there, kind of under that guard, I mean, you're in a better spot than you are if you're sitting on that back red.
Yes. Yeah, this thing's all. This end is set up for the draw right here constantly with those two high guards. They're on it.
Yeah.
They're on it for weight.
Yeah, I think that's gonna.
I mean,
Well, they're carrying
top
it.
12.
Yeah, I think Jeff's right. Well,
Oh no, that's
no, I think they
wow.
got this thing right
Wow.
on top of the red.
no, they got it shot though.
That's
for
a great sweep. That's a great call.
Yeah, I mean, the only downside, I guess, is it kind of takes out you being able to get at the red one from the other side.
You can keep landing on top of it. I mean,
Sure. I mean, you can chip that red one out if
You
you,
could.
need it, but you're also in a great spot because there's no way that rock goes
exactly.
anyplace.
Yep. It is the first end. You're not trying to
Sure. I
get
mean,
greedy.
Mark's going to try and use Derek here to peel this guard. So that's the start. But if he does that, there's a chip shot there. But still, I mean, I don't think you could have put that rock in much of a better spot. Derek's already off that
I was
one, I
gonna
think.
say it's a little
It's
narrow.
It's
I
a
think
little
maybe on the
tight.
guard. Yeah, flips the guard.
Oh,
back.
Okay,
That's the other
I thought they were going to be able to do both. I thought they were just going to skinny it enough they could have ticked the red one as well. All right, well, you removed the guard.
Yep.
It's probably not the guard they wanted to remove, but
No, but still, I think, I mean, you and Jeff would have a better straight-up angle than me, but I imagine you can see a chunk of that blue one around the red one, no?
just maybe
yeah.
an eighth of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think with the way it cuts.
Yeah, you could probably throw like hack weight at it and chip it out. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she's coming from the left hack here. Oh,
I
oh,
think
I'm
she's
sorry.
well, she's guarding
well,
it.
She's going to guard it
yeah.
up. They're going to throw
Yeah.
this thing
Yeah.
probably top 12 here, Joe.
Yeah. But in taking that center line guard out also, I mean, it opens up the rest of the forefoot, so.
Sure. This is going to be a great sweep
Yeah.
if they can get it right here, and that's going to be right on the center line. This is going to be a
Very
fine
nice.
guard.
That's a great shot.
That is really perfect weight.
Well done.
Ain't much you can do here other than
You can try and peel
you
again.
can peel that red again or peel that blue.
Or-
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to try and rip the blue one, I think.
Hey, you know what? Maybe you get a chance. You run it back. You catch it just thick enough that you can maybe double it out. But if you
or
remove
even, or bump it back house even.
it, yeah,
sure.
just remove it is what you want to do.
Yeah, I agree. Just a good peel on that blue one. I mean,
Definitely coming at it with peel weight here.
Yeah, I think as long as Mark keeps the draw path open, I mean, he can certainly curl. So
Sure.
this is curling more than they want, but I think they're going to get
It's
the
going to
peel
be fine. It's going to be fine.
Get the peel just the other way. Oh, pick that out.
And actually,
That's a great shot. That worked out real well.
yeah, it removed another stone that was in the house
Yeah,
and peeled the guard.
the unintentional double, but that's perfect.
Looks like she's been asked to put the center guard back.
Yep.
So it's a little heavier.
Yeah. Well, if it scoots out the back.
Yeah, I
door.
think that's going to basically just get out of the house.
No, well, it sticks around. I mean, it's third shot for whatever that's worth. Now the question is, does Mark think he can make a play on that blue one?
Yeah, why not give it a shot again? If you peel your red in front, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I think that's the side you have to err
Sure.
on.
Yep.
Know, catching it kind of thin.
Yeah, you got two options here, and either one is great.
Yep. Yeah, I think the only problem is the shot on the blue is a little thin to the right, and the pro side miss is the guard to the left, so it's kind of a little tough to err on the side of whichever.
Agreed. I mean, he's throwing this as probably backline-ish. Yeah. Now, this could be – freeze is actually really nice, too, but it might over-curl with this weight.
It's just light. He only threw T-line or so, not even.
All right.
Well, I mean, it didn't change.
It didn't change anything. You still have the same shot again.
Yeah, I mean, it made the angle on that chip a little worse for him, but other than that.
You also got, if you want to come from the left side, now you have something to bump into it.
That's a valid point there, sir.
Now beginning skip stones.
All right, we've finished an end over there on sheet C, and for those of you who can't see it at home, the triangle team took 2. So they're up Philadelphia 4, Cinco de Drinko.
Like I said, that triangle team is a tough team to play.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of making me feel like not that bad that we lost them earlier.
Oh, you shouldn't. I mean, there's not a weak link on that team.
No, and we
they between them, I think they have literally 100 years of curling experience.
Yeah, they were trying to humor you, like saying, "No, that was almost a good shot."
Well, I mean, the problem is, in addition to beating the crap out of you, they're also outstandingly nice people.
I know, so they kill you with kindness as well, as also with their talent.
Oh yeah.
So I'm looking at my team, and they're actually looking at sheet C to see how the ice is playing, and
it's a good thing you're skipping and watching sheet B.
Well, you know what? Is it going to change anything? I don't think so.
No, probably not. Having viced for you long enough.
Yeah. Why? You just. I know how I'm after the first end, how it's going to be.
Yeah, you're either in or you're out, right?
I'm in or out, exactly.
All
right, well, I think they're calling the shot that we were talking about earlier, Chris.
Yeah,
come in there and do the tap on that red.
Mark likes your idea. Just catch that red. I mean, even if you don't catch it a ton, as long as you expose that
exactly,
blue.
yeah. If you push it over, yes.
Yep, I agree. I like that a lot.
You can come at this with
that kind of ice, I think he's throwing like control.
I was going to say control, maybe boardish.
Yeah, somewhere in there, yeah. Yeah, it tracks pretty straight, so I think you're better off with a little bit more down.
Any kind of weight down, exactly. It'll keep it straighter.
Yep.
Mark Mooney, fresh off his return from the World Mixed Doubles, where he was coach of the Ukrainian national team.
That's
sporting the team colors there in his jacket today.
Yep. Yeah, not many people realize the Ukrainian national team hails from New Jersey and also curls out of Bucks.
This could be a little wide here, Chris.
I think he's a little. Actually, I think he's going to crash the guard.
I can't see. You might be right.
Yeah,
he did.
I mean, that's the pro side miss is get that guard out of the way.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that shot's wide open. Basically, they have to put another one in the 4-foot, I think.
Yeah, because they'd be looking at possibly three giving up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Utica's got to put another one. You know. Preferably touching 4 on the right side of the center line, so that way
I'd keep it on the other side so you can't double it out or anything else. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
But it looks like they're going to just try to draw inside of that whole mess.
Yeah, I mean, even if you corner freeze on your own blue, it's not terrible.
Not terrible. Even if you pocket it between the two, that's not terrible as well.
Or if you chip your own blue closer to the red one
in
back.
Sure.
I mean, there's a lot of ways this can work out, but either way, I mean, it's
I kind of like what you're saying. Let's go the other way. Let's split the house on the 4-foot, and there's no way you're getting rid of both of them.
Yeah.
But that's easier said than done.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the easiest shot in the world sitting back here with a microphone on our face.
Absolutely.
It's harder when you actually got to throw a rock.
Well, the weight is looks like it's could be T-ish. Actually, could be heavier. They're off it.
I think she's a skosh heavy.
I think they're going to go for the chip. Actually, they might actually chip the red.
Oh, man, no, she's light. She's throwing a guard.
Oh, this could work out as well. Okay.
I was going to say, it's a good shot. It really
It
challenges Mark here.
and it takes 3 really out of the equation. I mean, at worst at this point, you're looking at 2, if that. But yeah, I think just right makes Mark's shot much harder.
I don't think that front blue loses if you hit it right to get rid of the back blue. I think it jams all day
On that red.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That actually was a better call than we were even coming up with. I mean, we were getting greedy going for 2, and she's happy with her 1.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to come at it, rightfully so.
I think
what else you got to do?
Have to, yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, I don't see.
I mean, unless you could really, I mean, it would have to be a real tight draw and just chip that back blue one between the 2 reds. I don't know if it could happen.
But that's I think regardless of what Mark does here, I think his worst case scenario is he gives
up
one.
1. And, and I think all parties are happy either way how it comes out.
Yeah, it's like losing the coin flip. You test your opponent, you give up 1, and then it's fine. Sweepers are on it almost right away, and then immediately off of it. So I don't think they really know what the line's doing. Oh, nope.
All right, well, it's the 1, and that's fine. Like I said, I think all parties are happy here.
I would agree.
It's running a little tad behind the other sheets here, but
well, they also started.
Boy,
they are really going at it on sheet C just to try to get that over hog line.
He meant they were sweeping. They weren't actually going at it.
And I'm telling you, even that aspect of their game, for obviously older curlers, they'll sweep your ass off too. I mean,
the triangle team. Yeah.
They are just they're just
good.
That's all I can say.
They curl good.
I saw the draw and we were coming into it. I'm like, oh boy.
Yes.
Like, kiss that A event goodbye. Not that I would like to be in that anyhow.
Yeah, it's overrated.
It is overrated.
Although, to be fair, we did beat them last year.
We did.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying we could ever do it again, but we did it once.
In our lout game.
Yeah, one of our lout games.
Yes.
We played a lot of lout games last year. Oh, John. He just got a little happy. He got a little outside.
That's all right.
Yeah. All right, we got a lovely center guard over here on sheet B. I think with his weight on sheet B, they might, well, I'm not sure if they're drawing behind or trying to play the chip.
That's not going to get the chip. I
No.
don't think it's coming over enough.
It's a little heavier. Well,
Yeah.
actually, no. That's actually.
That's gonna sit right there. You
Yeah.
know, just behind T line.
Yeah, that's a heck of a draw there.
Yeah, it looks like she's called for the shot to come right down on that one.
Absolutely. They really they need this to curl, I think.
So it's got to move over. Weight looks okay.
I think it's going to be heavy, if anything. I think they just jumped it a bit, got a little eager. I mean, this definitely this Bucks ice will do that to you. Yeah. You're not used to 3 seconds T to hog or 3:05 being draw weight sometimes. So you what might be a 2 guard at home is back 8 here.
Mark's trying to put one right on top of that.
Trying to come right down to his own one here.
Yeah, or a little in front. Although I think he's going to end up chipping it. He's a little heavy, if anything. A little bit of a split.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
No, it's a thing. Well, the problem is when you get stuck playing behind the tee, especially if you don't have hammer, they can just sit on you.
Or just set something up top 4 where they can't get you out because it's jam.
Yeah, that's true too.
But then again, that's all weight sensitive. To try to get that shot to actually stick at the top 4 is always tough as well here. And it seems like everybody's still having problems being just a hair deep on their throws today.
Yeah.
Ice is super quick.
It's a little slower than it was yesterday, thankfully.
Really?
But,
See, I didn't play it. I thought today was as quick as I've seen it in a long while.
I was going to say, Chris and I played in the first draw of the whole Bonspiel, and at that point it was warm on the ice. The ice was really slick. We had a number of people in the various games go down.
Yep.
Well, I thought it was going to be much slower because it wasn't as humid, and it just seemed like it was super quick.
I mean, last night, like if you breathed the wrong way on the rock, it would go 12 feet further than you wanted to.
I know.
It was ridiculous.
You're like, I can barely release it, and it's going to be in the back 12.
Yeah, it's like, can I hold this until halfway down the sheet and then let go?
Can I move the hog line another 5 feet?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's actually a really nice shot. Chipped it out. I mean, it's
spun a little further than I think they wanted. But
that's okay, but I mean, they chipped a stone out.
Well, Utica's now is going to make a play on that redstone as opposed to just drawing in. They're just going to get rid of it.
You got to be careful with that jam on the back here, Chris.
I mean,
if you nose it, you got it. If you come anywhere on the outside of the stone.
I was say, this looks a little narrow.
Oh, and they're both directionally sweeping on the other side.
Wow.
And they're on the guard.
I think they're on the guard, too.
They might cross the face of the guard. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And that just happened.
Yeah, I mean, that red Plainfield stone is still wide open.
Sure.
Mark calling for the hit and roll here.
This looks a bit narrow too. I mean, he might catch the.
I think he's going to catch his own.
Yeah. Well, no, I think he's going to catch the blue one. No, he didn't.
Oh.
Well, he still shot. I mean,
yeah.
But he's now more lined up with that blue one if they just run it back. Although I don't know if she's just looking at a draw.
You maybe look at that later down the line here and just draw in under cover. Or again, if you make that shot, you are putting yourself behind the tee line again.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're just drawing in.
I like to just draw in if you can kind of get that under maybe full 4 tee-ish.
Touching 4, touching 4 is fine, I think.
Get it under cover would be great.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to go too deep because on the off chance they throw that in off on the blue, you don't want it to roll and be able to roll into your other rock and have a place to stop.
I mean, they're on it. It's light. Really diving. This is light.
Well, it's real light. I think she threw a guard. Yeah, she threw a guard.
I mean, this looks like maybe a 2-ish.
Who are you calling 2-ish?
She doesn't look 2-ish.
No. Hey now. Yeah, they're going to go at it again, rightfully so.
Yep.
Give a little bit more ice here.
That might be a little too much ice. Let's see if it curls.
Nah, it's going to come back, Chris. I actually think it's going to be nose.
You don't want
nose. Actually, they might got to get on it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
It's going to cross over.
This is going to be
That's
fine.
a great shot. That's a perfect shot.
That's nice.
Wow.
I mean,
I thought he threw more weight than that. I didn't realize it was only.
I mean, there's still a hit in the roll under. Yes. This has got to be all normal here. Just a hair off nose to roll under. You you don't want to roll far. You just want to roll maybe a foot.
Yeah.
Not even a foot.
Yeah, I think she got a bit outside, at least from the Utica sweeper indicators.
Ooh. I mean, it's tracking back. She's probably on the back red one.
She's definitely on the back red one.
As
long as she doesn't roll under the other red one, she's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, not the shot you wanted, but hey, you're sitting now second and third.
Yep.
Okay, they're coming at it. Are they trying to chip in? Are they trying to take out that back blue? I think the back.
I think it's going to be on the back.
Yeah.
That's fine too. All right.
Yeah, they don't want to roll too far. Oh, that's perfect.
That's really good. Yeah.
Dead on perfect.
All right. Well, Utica has the same shot they were calling for earlier.
Yeah, just get a little inside of that red one, and then.
Well, now you're at your skip stones, and she knows what she likes here. I would say with that ice, she's calling more control-ish, or.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you just want to,
Yeah, you don't need to drill the.
No.
You don't need to drill it. You just need to get to the inside of it.
Exactly. Just a hair off center and just roll under. I mean,
you're better off with some kind of weight you can
literally,
control.
If you could just hit center and roll 6 inches, you're in great shape here.
Yeah, I agree. Score update over on sheet A in the Ardsley Nutmeg game. Nutmeg just took 3 in the second end, so it's going to be 3-1 going into the third. Well, the sweep is on.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Just
yeah, you know what? This is going to be
got it.
It's going to be fine.
That's great.
No sweep.
No? Oh, well, he's on the other team. But, yeah.
You might have swept a little early on that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just exposed a little bit. Mark can make a play on it. The problem is, though, you can't cross the face or it jams. But I guess then you're still sitting 2 if it does jam, so that's not bad.
Over on sheet D, final shot there for Philadelphia. It looks like it went through the house, and it looks like Pittsburgh picked up 2 and will now lead 4-0.
And on sheet C, Philadelphia gives up a steal of 1, so Triangle's going to be up 3-0 after 2.
They're on this really hard here.
I think they're definitely going to get by the guard.
Oh, I think they got it. I think it's a fine shot.
I think that just
it
kissed
ticked the guard, but it doesn't matter. It was
Yeah.
a great sweep to get it to just barely tick the guard.
And now they're sitting 3.
I mean, you still have a hit and roll under again the opposite way.
Yep.
Same shot you threw on the other side of the ice.
Yep.
Coming out, definitely normal weight here. Oh,
yeah.
I don't know if they like it. She's a bit wide, I think.
I think if anything, if she catches it, I think she's going to roll. I don't even know. She might catch the back one, actually. I don't know.
Nah, she's all over the back one.
Yeah. All right. So Mark's going to have, well, you don't really need
Got a shot for 3.
Yeah, just drawing. All you got to do is touch white.
Jaw in.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, I like this. I like this angle here because you have something in the 4-foot. You could just barely tap back if you're heavy.
Sure. Yeah, it can be a
I mean, if you're throwing almost backline weight by accident, I don't think you're going to move that stone that far if you hit it.
Yeah, your range definitely expands from I got to touch white to back 12 or so. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, they're on it. They're just going to make sure, and that's a safe play right now. Because the line looks like it's fine with hitting the 1 and the 4. Oh, it's got to go. Wow.
That might have picked.
I think it did pick. There's no way that thing should have been that short.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was tracking a little slow, and then all of a sudden it just, somebody pulled the e-brake and it died.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah, so that's going to be, I mean, it's still a 2-spot. He's up by 1, but so it's going to be 2-1 in Plainfield. Anything going on in the commentary from the fans at home? Do we have any fans at home? Or are we just talking to ourselves?
We're just talking to ourselves.
And
that's fair.
How many are viewing right now?
We are up to, hold on, let me get back to that. We're up to 11. 12.
12.
11, because I am one of them.
You are one of them. We'll say 12.
Trying to get this over the hog line here.
I think they'll be successful.
Yep.
Yep.
It's getting up. High guard.
Be nice to get the YouTube feed up on there. That would be cool.
Yeah,
you can see the comments and
yeah.
stuff.
Well, Ian Alexander, if you're out there listening, we have a wish list.
Yeah, that would actually be nice.
And
we have a greetings from Mark Blant out in Colorado. Hey, how's it going, Uncle Touchy? Haven't seen you in a while. I was very disappointed that I could not make it out to the Mile High. And I am definitely looking forward to possibly doing that next year.
That was my first Uncle Touchy experience, was the Mile High Spiel this year.
He's a great guy.
He is a great guy. And he is touchy. He's a hugger.
He's a Mark, and you got to like a Mark.
Well, you don't have to, but he's a toucher. He's still a good guy.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Put on a heck of a spiel, too. We had a great time. The beer was fabulous. The area was fabulous. The ice was very good.
I can't think of a better area for Mark to be in.
No. and the hotel's just up the hill. I mean, it's about a mile. You can Uber if you have to or drive. I mean, it's a Denver Curling Club's a heck of a place to be. We had a really good time.
That's a nice stone right there. Guard's a little high, though.
Mark's saying he's going to be at the Big Bucking.
Yeah, he was talking about coming out to the Bucking.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll definitely be up here working the ice when I can. It's also football season for me. It's a tough time, but I will be here as much as possible. And, hey, looking forward to drinking with Uncle Touchy once again.
Yeah, I'll be here doing ice all weekend and, drunk.
Well, that's usually what happens when we do the ice. We are drunk.
Yeah,
hey, you know what? True. And chances are when I'm on at 9 o'clock tonight, I will be drunk again.
Yeah, that's drunk again. Were you ever sober at any point today?
I was probably too sober in the first game. That's why we lost.
Yeah, that'll do you. Just a dab will do you.
A little dab will do me. A little dab got me 3 kids.
That's what you call Karen. Oh, dear. definitely happy I don't have to play until afternoon tomorrow.
Yeah, you guys, you had the great draw there, and you did what you had to do. You won your first 2 games to get into the great draw.
Yeah, that part helped. Because if we had lost, we'd be playing at 8 in the morning.
You're playing at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's what we're saying. That's the tough thing when you come out with a battle in the first game and you're 1-0, you're feeling really good.
Yeah.
And you come out and you lose a tough game, you're right into the C bracket and you're effed.
Yeah, I mean we played 2 very good teams. I mean
You did.
It has not been
easy.
easy.
You played really well.
Yeah, I mean it helped that Chewbacca was
A little drunk.
hungover.
Hungover.
Hungover. Yeah, he looked like death warmed over when that game started. But you know.
I have double-edged feelings about that because it's a little fitting how we ended our.
That is true.
Our Dykes run.
Your Dykes career, and yeah.
By a drunken Albany team that. I just don't even want to go back to that.
No, let's not. Let's not. But at least today the forces of evil prevailed, and the rebels were defeated, and that's that's important.
I'm liking this play here. I love the peel of the guard. I haven't seen much of this going. You're seeing this with more experienced skips. They're clearing out the front, and I've seen some of the newer skips that have not removed a lot of stones, and they get themselves in trouble coming down to the later ends where they cannot get themselves in to draw or get added stones.
Sure, or you end up, you plunk your stone there in the forefoot, and you end up getting forced with hammer to 1. And
sure, and that's someone who's controlling the game. And
yeah, no, I agree. I mean, and the problem that Utica's going to have is those 2 stones that are in the house are pretty well lined up and not too far apart. So
it's
one of
tough to double them out,
Yeah. But you can at least set it up to get rid of one of them.
I think they're just far enough that you can't catch it on the outside and double it.
I mean, if you hit it hard enough and in the right spot,
you're going to lose your shooter. So.
Right. There's definitely a double there, but the problem is you'd have to whack the crap out of it at the right angle. And I think now that they're plunking a 3rd.
Wow.
One there,
now you're really.
Yeah,
I don't think you're removing these 3.
No, I mean, I think you can get 2 of them if you hit it right with the right weight. But I think she's called hack, or is she calling?
No.
She's going to call just full normal.
You got to normal to peel. Yeah, just rip it.
I think you just remove 2 here. You're happy.
Oh, sure. If you catch that top one a little off nose, you get the front one and the back one, and the middle one just sticks around.
Actually, if you can catch this nose and stick around out front, you can use it again for the next shot. You're well within you're just starting your vice rocks coming up next.
Yeah, but I think he's a little outside baseball.
All right, so he's just going to pick the first one. That's fine.
Nope,
he did get the second one. Wow.
He got the second one in,
and he moved the other one over. That's fine.
And he rolled the second shot.
Sure, he's sitting second. That's actually a really good outcome there.
Yeah. Now the question for Mark is, you guard that center one up? I mean, you could always rip that other one, he's debating between the 2, but he's going with the guard. The problem with this is if you miss the guard, I mean, they're going to have a shot to set up to take more than 1.
So I'm going to send a question out there to Uncle Touchy. If you're coming out here for the big bucking, are you bringing out your flamingo pants? The old flashback to the stink flamingos.
Why, do you want to match when he shows up, or is this going to be like an adorable kind of situation?
Well, hey, that was a hell of a team. It was a fun team.
Hey, I wasn't here, so I couldn't tell you. Oh, that was you and the Bankards, right?
Yes, me, Mark, and the Bankards.
Yeah, that would.
They were single and ready to flamingo.
And now neither of them is single.
No, now they're both engaged, and
they may be flamingling, but.
They joined the 3-ring circus. They got engagement ring, wedding ring, and soon to be suffering.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure they each got a guy. They each got their own guy. It's not a 3-way kind of sort of situation here. I didn't know what you meant by 3-ring.
Jess enjoys that comment.
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right, so I like this. You're going to come at this maybe boardish weight, maybe hack. I agree. If you're a little narrow, you peel the front one. That's fine. If not, you got the back one, and
you got to err on the side. Oh, she's all over.
She's all over the front guard. I mean, can they play this enough that they could draw it back into it?
Oh, the problem is, does it?
No, they might not even. They might not even get the front one.
They'll get it.
Oh no, I don't think so.
No,
they're going to take it enough.
Yeah, they got it.
But they might have actually put it in the house.
No,
they cleared it enough. That's fine.
Yeah, but the problem is, I mean, Mark can just put up another guard now on the right side of the center line.
Sure. Yeah, and then you really got it covered. And again, here comes that whole thing where you got no draw port. So. What do you think about that, Chris?
Uh-huh.
So, Jeff, I saw you subbed last night. Are you playing in the his and hers? Or?
Yes, I will be in a his and hers on a team that will be skipped by Joe Weber.
Oh, that's a pretty good team. Who else do you have?
And we have two new guys, Ken Finkelstein and Kevin. And I apologize, not sure of Kevin's last name, but Kevin and his wife were in one of my learner curl classes, and their daughter Emma is a skip for a team down in Triangle.
Oh man, I couldn't pronounce his name even if I had it. But it's Elevator Chris's girlfriend.
Yes.
Oh, Wishkovsky or something.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't met her parents. Obviously, Emma's very nice. I've curled with Ken. Ken's a good guy.
That's good. It sounds like it'd be a fun time.
Oh, yeah.
Again, anybody out there listening, the his and hers is the third weekend in June? I believe the 17th, 18th to 20th. Something like that. I know
it's in the 20s, 20 to 22 or
yeah, because the 19th is a Friday, so it'll be that Thursday night, or are we starting on a Friday here? Because it's only
I think
32
we start on Friday.
Okay, so it'll be the 19th through the 20th.
Well, they're all 32 teams, but it's the way that the draw works out. I think they can start on Friday.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, because I mean, it's essentially two 16-team spiels
yes.
at the same time.
Yes.
So I think they start Friday morning.
It's and for any of you that are not familiar, what we have here it's a his and hers tournament where you can have any age. It's an open. We have 16 women's team and 16 men's team.
Yep.
We go simultaneously. So really, it's a great one. If you can just get through the first couple rounds, you're into the finals.
You're already in a D event, yeah. You win 2 games.
Yes.
You're getting a pin.
It's a fun time because you have a lot of competitive teams, and you're really playing a bunch of competitive right off the get-go.
Yeah, and it's good. It's not an entire men's spiel. It's not an entire women's
yeah, exactly.
spiel, but it is at the same time.
And we do have the Big Bucking spiel coming up in early September.
That
Registration opened up for that this past Wednesday.
Yeah, that's a great way to start your curling season off for a lot of you that take the summer off. The Big Bucking is always a fun spiel.
Yeah, it's the weekend after Labor Day.
Little different format than we play here. It's pool play.
Yep.
I'm always a fan of pool play. It kind of puts you in the right position where you should be in.
And you get 4 games instead of 3, which
you're
is
guaranteed
nice.
4 games, exactly.
Yeah, bonus curler.
It's just it's fun, and you can either win your pool second, third, or fourth, and you get yourself in a nice position. And once you get out of your pool, it's win or go home.
Yeah. I mean, and the good thing is, I was watching a bit of the Cherry Blossom. They do pool play as well, but they do it a little differently in that the last place team in the pool is eliminated as opposed to moving on to the bracket. Whereas we take, even if you happen to go 0-3 and catch a bad pool, I mean, it is what it is. But you get to move on to the D bracket, and you still get to keep going. So, you know, if you happen to catch a pool that's stacked against you, you're still going to get an opportunity against other teams that are 1-2 or 0-3 to move on and hopefully play in a final.
I believe we have a D bracket for the Big Bucket.
Because because each pool has 4 teams in it, so everybody moves instantly into that pool.
Why I say that, because when we played out in San Francisco, again, it was a 4-team pool, but there was no D bracket. Once you were in the pool, we lost in the A semis.
Right. Well,
there was no D to fall into.
Well, this is the same way in that, you know, if you move into the A
D
bracket,
is strictly, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
The D is the 0-4 or 0-3
or
team.
1-2
exactly,
or 0-3. Yeah.
There is no fall out of the A semis.
Sure. Yeah. You could win your pool, go 3-0. You could win your first bracket game, move on to the A semis, and your first loss. It could be a lout game.
Which is fine. I mean, you just got to win them all.
Yep.
I played in the Buckham last year, and we won the C event. So
very good. Congratulations.
Yeah. Well done. Yeah.
I did like the pool play. I thought that was good.
Still hanging on to our runner-up last year in the Billet, in the C event.
In the C event, yeah. Well, Mark's looking at either he could throw a guard or a hit and roll. I mean, I think it would be simpler to just draw or throw a guard. I think you could just put another one in the forefoot there and guarantee you don't give up any more than 1.
I like exactly.
Because if you miss the guard, you're looking at potentially 4.
Well, I like throwing. Let's just say you try to throw the guard at top 8. If you're a little heavy, you could curl under and you
Sure.
could be under cover.
Well, that's what I mean. I think at this point, this shot has to be second shot by the time it stops.
Let's ask our curling expert here, Joe Phillips. What do you like here, Joe? Do you like top 8 guard? Maybe if you're a little strong, you curl under cover. Joe concurs with our expertise.
Apparently, we've drug him down to our level.
Joe says throws red stones. He'd be happy with that. Coming out real hot out of the hack. I think this is a takeout.
It's a hit and roll. He went with the hit and roll. Uh-oh, and I think he's going to hit and not roll so much.
I think he's actually going to hit and possibly chip this into his own stone.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no. That is possibly the worst outcome that could have happened.
You never want to do that.
No.
Because now Utica's sitting 3 and the ability to draw for 4.
Give me some love in here, honey. Oh, how's it going? Congratulations on your win today. Well, that was not the outcome he was looking for.
No, not even a little bit.
So I think that guard on the top 8 was probably the better shot to be called. All right, so now you're blue. Are you looking now to just pile it on, draw something undercover?
Well, what else would you do? I mean, this is hammer. I mean,
last shot.
Well, then I would not leave a guard.
That's a good call there, Mark.
Thank God you're paying attention.
And speaking of the Stink Flamingos, we did that with our hammer shot through a guard to protect our shot in the forefoot.
I believe
and the other team said, you had hammer. We're like, no, we didn't.
We know now. Yeah. Score update on sheet C. Philadelphia gets 1.
This looks hot.
So Philadelphia's down 3-1 now after 3. And
this looks hot, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a bit peppery. Ooh, that's just going to coast.
Oh, boy. You know what? I've seen so many of these shots today that end up at the hack.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate. And I threw about 20 of them today.
Which is tough considering you only get 16 shots.
And I shook early.
But I mean, Utica still gets 3. They're going to be up 4-2 after 3. There's no shame.
That's fine. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
But again, it's those points that you give away that come back to haunt you.
Yeah, it's got the potential for it. Yeah, you hate that when you have the open draw. All you got to do is put it in an 8-foot circle.
They're going to measure it, but I'm going to tell you right now, folks, if you're watching on the YouTube or just listening for your enjoyment, this is definitely blue. You don't even have to measure.
Yeah. Yeah, if this is red, I mean, Mark will eat his hat.
I will eat my hat. I'll eat my beer can.
Yeah, there you go. Man's a goat.
We have a double fall. We have a double fall down on sheet A, and look at neither one of them burnt the stone.
But it crashed on the guard. I mean, that was impressive. I mean, he's helping her up, and she's falling over, and he's
I don't know.
falling
I
over.
think he might even got a little grab there.
I'm pretty sure they're married, so he's entitled to grab whatever
makes him happy. If I was married, I'm going for a grab.
The difference is he was going for a grab on his wife.
I know. I'm just saying. I'd go for the grab on the wife.
Yeah, there you go. You're falling, I'm falling, we're all just handsy.
Yes.
So you made a nice call yesterday on that fall that occurred on sheet B in their featured sheet in the first draw, where he threw his broom halfway down the sheet.
That was over on sheet D that ended up all sheet
C.
B. It almost made it to sheet B.
Well, yeah, we were watching. Dave ran out to knock the broom out of the way. Cassie and I were looking up. We were going to have to sweep it.
Yeah, because that almost the stone was coming in play. That's a tough one there.
Yeah. It's like, are you hurt? Are you hurt? Please don't burn my stone on a different sheet.
All right, so now we're looking at a whole different ball game here. Coming down to the fourth end, Utica just jumped out to a 4-2 lead. And take us around the world here, Chris. Can you give us some score updates?
Sure. Over on sheet A, we have the Ardsley Nutmeg game. Ardsley is losing. They're down 4-1 to the Nutmeg team, but they're currently sitting 1 at the moment. Over on sheet C, we have the Triangle Philadelphia 4 game. That's the Cinco de Drinko rink from Philadelphia. And they Triangle's beating Philadelphia 3-1 after 3, excuse me. And then over on sheet C, we have Pittsburgh playing
That's
a different
sheet D?
or sheet D rather. Excuse me. We have Pittsburgh playing a different Philadelphia rank, and I believe that's Pittsburgh that's up 6-0 after 3 ends.
Yes.
Yep, that's definitely Pittsburgh.
Well, I mean, that Pittsburgh team, they seem like a fun team. I was talking to them earlier, and they were super excited to come here the first time here at Bucks.
Oh, nice.
They heard about the ice, and I was giving them a few tips that it's extra quick, and it seemed like they're really adjusting well to it.
And the only team out here curling in sombreros.
If I can make it to Sunday, I will wear my outfit that's been hanging up since last year.
That has been in the ice crew locker room since the last billet, I believe.
It was also in the jail.
Yep. Did you pay the $2 to get it out, or what?
I did. I put 20 in to cover myself for the next couple. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's
way to skinny that, boys.
But you got to keep going. You got to drag it. Got to drag it.
Oh, I think they are.
No.
That was a artfully shot.
Didn't get there.
Oh.
I mean, it's in a good spot. But
it is a great spot.
Yeah. For those of you at home that can't see, Ardsley is sitting 1 on sheet A and had a chance to possibly get another one in a good spot. Just came up, I don't know, what is that, 6-7 inches short? So
it happens.
It does.
Sometimes you come up 3, sometimes you come up 6 inches short.
It just depends on what your expectations are.
Exactly. We do want to send our congratulations out to the Pittsburgh Curling Club, who I did become aware today that they received their building permit today.
Yes, they're going to be starting to break ground, yes.
Very, very cool.
And I was asking them if they're going to bring back Tropicurl, and they said that's a heated debate. They don't know if some of the old board members don't want to bring it back, and some of the new board members want to.
I mean, I only made one Tropicurl, but it was a hell of a good time. I mean, that's the most time I've ever spent on a treadmill. 2 hours.
I was say, yeah, I heard you went to the gym.
As I said, it's the end of the summer kind of drinking spiel, and
yeah. Although, I mean, that hotel is not necessarily curling friendly, but
you're on an island there, aren't you?
Yeah, but the problem is you're on an island, so there's nowhere to go, and then the police know where you are.
Yes. Well, I've drank it worse.
Yeah, that's true.
It's another early summer spiel up in Long Island. They're doing the firecracker.
That's a tough one on 4th of July in New York. It's a
Lindsay's going to that one.
That's a crazy time to go up to New York.
Yeah. I am not going with her.
No.
I will stay home. Thank you very much.
Chris and his cats.
Yep. So if anybody needs something to do on July 4th, I'll be home with some beer and a cigar. Feel free to come by.
Sounds like a party to me.
Hey. You're welcome to come over.
Bring the bago.
You bring.
We know where it's at.
you bring the bago. I'll have beer and a couple of cigars. You can hang out. It's fine by me. I don't care.
Sounds like a good time to me. Everybody out there, all 10 of you, you're all invited to Chris's house.
Yep. As long as you're okay with cats. Well, actually, they'll be inside, so that's fine.
She's playing with Martha, I believe.
Yeah, Martha and Jeannie and Gretchen.
Oh, so it's a Philly Bucks mix.
Yep. So it's good, and none of the husbands are going.
Wow, that's a rare miss over here on sheet C by Triangle.
And this
looks light.
It's over curling. It definitely over curling. Although they might get a bounce if they catch that blue one at the right angle. It's just got to roll back out a little bit. That's a pretty good spot.
Actually, you know what? It ended up being a decent guard.
That ended up as a great shot by Derek.
This just seems like this is a 1-1-1. I mean, they got 2 at the last end or 3 at the last end. It just seems like it's going to be a take one, steal one kind of game.
It definitely has that potential to it.
Okay, this looks like they got to get on it hard too. If the weight is not right, it's going to crash on that red guard. If they can sweep it by here, I think they're clear. If they can get by, the weight is just not.
They're by.
Oh, they just got by.
That's a hell of a sweep there.
It hooked a little more than they wanted to.
Yeah, it's not going to be a counter, but that's a hell of. You got to thank your front end on that one.
Absolutely, they carried that rock.
So this Utica team was our winners of broom stacking last night.
Yeah, Utica.
And they actually set themselves up in they are in the parking lot in a big Winnebago.
I got to admit, Utica does like to drink.
Wait, so the Utica team is sleeping in the parking lot?
Yeah, they have the Winnebago that's parked
that big
out there.
Winnebago in the
nice.
back.
I was thinking about bringing a Tempermobile out here myself.
Hey, there you go.
Problem is I have no running water or sleeping facility,
Well,
but
that's a
it
small
does
problem.
have a toilet.
Well, 1 out of 3 ain't bad, I guess.
But also we have nature out the back door, so.
Yeah, but, well, yeah.
It's good for number onesies, not much for number twosies.
twosies, no. You can end up with poison oak, and it's a problem.
Yeah, you know what? I don't like to wipe my ass with leaves.
No. Just show up, you got a bar of soap in the creek out there.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
It would be something.
All right, well, we're back up to 11 viewers. All 11 of you, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying with us. Again, we're in draw number 6 here, or 6 or 7?
7.
Seven.
At
This is 7.
the Cinco de Billet. And these are A-event games. Winners will move on to the 3rd round in the A-event. Losers will start to play the C event, which
C
is
event's log.
death of draw. I mean, it's just draw of death or death of draw, either one.
Well, at least you don't have to play 3 games in a day. It's got
No,
that
you
going for
only
it.
can play 2 tomorrow, and
Yeah.
but you will have to run the table.
4 more games after that.
No matter how you slice it, dice it, or one of my
Make julienne fries? I don't know.
Or you can win your next game and only have to play 2 more tomorrow and into the finals.
That's also true. Unless you end up in the D event.
And then you're going to have to play 4.
2 tomorrow and 2 on
2 on
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Or you can win your B event and just play 2 tomorrow and get right into the finals on Sunday.
Or that. So many options.
I'm gonna. I gotta really. Hey, Chris. Actually, a glass of water, Chris. Hi, Jeff. We're looking down, coming down to soon the last Vice Rocks here.
Yeah.
It's a tight game.
It is.
Which, well, I think both teams are equally matched, and Blue looks like they're just going to try to outdraw. I think it's a little hot.
It is.
Again,
I think
this is
that's
where
just going to go through.
This is where them stones are just gliding through
All right,
the house.
nice slow down.
That's going to be out with good sweep.
That's gonna. That may be biting.
It might be a biter. You know what that is? That's a tripping hazard.
All right, so now.
I mean,
will Mark put up a guard here to prevent that draw?
Nah,
Or do you think he's going to put another one in?
I'm going for button. In worst case scenario, I'm heavy. I'm going to sit on the back blue one anyhow. So you got nothing to lose here. But this is narrow.
This is narrow, yeah.
This
This
is way
may be
narrow.
on their one that's sitting on the center line there in the
I
top
think they might
12.
have missed the sweep call, but you know what? I think he's talking about trying to maybe chip out that blue on the 12, move the reds over. Actually, he might be able to nose this and run it back. Okay.
All right, it's up, sitting their 3rd shot now.
They made their draw a little difficult here on the outside. All right, we're now on our first skip stones of this end. Again, I'm going to go to our curling expert, Joe Phillips. What do you like here, Joe? Do you like the hit or do you like the outdraw here? Hit.
Joe says a hit.
And Joe, an avid pinochle fan, he is probably one of the key pinochle players on the East Coast. Not many people know that. He's won many tournaments and holds a belt as the pinochle guy of Philly.
Nice.
They call it the PPN.
I think over on sheet A, I think Ardsley may have taken just 2 or 3. We'll wait till they hang the number there, but that may have gotten right back in this game.
All right, that definitely looks like a control weight takeout here. It's going to have to really move here, Jeff. She's going to catch the outside, but I think they're going to lose the shooter.
I'm not even
I know
sure
you're
she's
going
going
to
to get
catch
the
the
outside.
outside. Wow. Oh, boy.
Well, nothing biting there in the back. Yeah, that's a big miss right there.
Okay. Well, now you're going to play the tap back here. Again, any of you 12 that are listening out there, feel free to make comments. It gives us a little fill-in time while there's some dead air. We'd like to hear how the broadcast is going and if you're enjoying it. And actually, we just dropped one, as I said that.
Way to chase him away.
How about all 11 of you out there now? Come on, it's a Friday night. What else you got to do? It's 7:49 on the East Coast here. Okay, so they're just going to try to do probably a tap back. You're throwing top 8 weight at the maximum. You just really want to move it to be a counter. You just want to touch top of 4 foot here.
Line looks good. I think that's going to come in.
It's got to move. They're on it. They're trying to pull it over. I think. No, they got to get on it now so it doesn't cross over. I think. Yeah, this actually looks good, Jeff.
It's going to drag it a little bit. Give that little tap.
This is fine. They can actually get. That is a great. Oh,
wow! That's super close.
I'm actually thinking they're out counting there. It looks like 2 red here right now.
That's quite a possibility. At this point, that would most likely be a measurement. But
I would definitely bring the measurement out here.
Well, another stone to be played. Another 2 stones, actually. Final skip rock here for Utica.
I don't know how you're getting in here. There might be a small support to get between those 2 stones out front. On the overhead, it looks a lot tighter than what I'm looking at right here live. I think you can get at that red stone. But they're not going to play that. They're just going to try to outdraw it.
That's a tough one, Mark. I'm not sure I can curl in that now.
It wouldn't be a counter, Jeff. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It would definitely be second shot. You gotta be full yellow here. I mean, full yellow. You can't be half. I mean, I guess you could do a run back on. Nah, you can't even do that. Again, if you look at the overhead, it looks a lot tighter than we're looking at it live here. I don't know if you can catch it outside blue to just above the 3 guard to run it back into your blue.
Skip Brenda's coming back down the sheet here to get another
Yeah,
look.
this is a really big end. She should take her time and look at this.
What's she looking at here, Mark? Is she looking at maybe coming out through that port?
The problem with that is I don't think you can. You're going to hit unless you can chase both reds.
Yeah.
You're going to be second and third shot.
Yep, looks like she's going back to the draw.
I mean, it's not a bad thing because if you give up 1 here, it's not a bad thing. What you don't want to do is miss that shot and clear an open draw port for them to draw in for 3.
Right.
So why don't you just try to get somewhere near yellow, cut them down? I think Cindy agrees with that. Cindy always agrees. She's a great person. This looks hot, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
After all the discussion, you cannot throw it through the house. And I think we just threw it through the house.
Yeah, that's just a...
Been there, done that many times there.
Tough draw coming down that side. And yeah, knowing that she a little bit.
All right, well, now
side runs.
This could put red right back in the ball game.
Oh,
here.
absolutely.
Again, all you got to do is tap that one in. I think they are sitting 2. It's definitely worth a measurement, but I think they're sitting 2, and they could possibly get 3 and take the lead here. They are definitely looking at a tie game here, I believe, at worst case scenario.
So you liking the draw, or you liking the tap?
I like the tap. I like the draw, and if we're just a bit narrow, we got the tap. You play it safe. You play the outside draw, and if you could tap that thing in, worst case scenario, you tap it, tap into your red, you're definitely sitting 2, even though I think it's in there anyhow. Boy, this looks hot as well.
Yes, it does.
Wow. A lot of aggressive.
Sweepers are kind of indicating that it's
a lot of sweep behind the stone. Slow it up. No, this looks like this weight could be back 8-ish, 12-ish.
Yeah, it's not going to score us. Yeah. All right, well, we'll see what they decide here. If they're going to measure, they didn't
even measure it. They're going to give themselves 2.
Yes, they are.
I hope they gave themselves 2. I hope they didn't concede on that.
Certainly looked 2 to us.
It looked like definitely 2 on the YouTube.
Did we lose Chris?
Yeah, I think we did. Chris went to the bathroom and never came back. Yeah, you're going to end up losing me here in a bit because I got to get ready for my next draw.
Well, if that's the case, I will pull myself off the mic for a second, grab myself a little quick bite, and I'll be right back.
There you go. I'm going to do this solo for a while here. And welcome back, Mr. Mahoney. You went to the bathroom. I hope everything came out well.
This can only go poorly. Fair enough. And we're back.
And we're joined right behind us by Sue Niedrak here.
Yep.
Sue coming off a big win. How's it feel to be still alive? You're playing what time tomorrow? 3 o'clock. Oh, that is an awesome draw.
Do you ever get Bill to try and grow the mustache back?
Yeah, I mean,
that was a hell of a picture.
He was one sexy bitch.
Yeah,
that's
seriously.
all I got to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what? If I was single and in Albany at the time, I would have went after Bill.
Oh, yeah. All right, so have we done score updates on the other sheets or no?
No, we haven't. That's your job. I just do play-by-play on this sheet.
No, fine.
It was a big end by Plainfield there.
Oh, yeah, look at that. All right, so we're going around the horn over on sheet A, the Nutmeg Ardsley game. They haven't hung the 4th end yet, those rat bastards. So I won't update it. Over on sheet C, the Triangle Philadelphia game. Triangle scored in the 4th. They got 2, so they're up 5-1 halfway through that. And then over on sheet C, the Philadelphia rink ended the shutout, so we're 4 ends in the game, and it's 6-1 Pittsburgh.
That is a surprising score. I would have, if.
I mean, those are some good curlers.
They are, but I'm telling you, but Roger, I think I would have bet all my money on Roger on that game.
Roger, John Sagal. I think that's Alan Murray skipping the team, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
I mean, they're very good curlers. It's just that Pittsburgh team is really feeling themselves right now, and they're playing really well.
Sometimes that's all it takes. I mean, you go on a run.
They came out a really tough opening round with an extra end, and you know what? You get yourself in the right bracket, and
you hit the groove, and there it goes.
Exactly.
Yeah. so Ardsley must have scored in the fourth end because.
Yeah, I think they took either 2 or 3. They haven't hung it yet.
Yeah, I can see Nutmeg as hammer, but I don't know how much they scored.
Well, you gotta enjoy the warm room here. It's not as crowded as it was earlier, but there's a huge bunch of fans here. Cocktails is trying to give us shots. Unfortunately, Cocktails, I play at 9. I cannot do shots.
What are we? What's being passed around here? Cocktails has a bottle of something.
Cocktails
Stein,
got old
shot glasses.
He's got Old Panther. It was brewed yesterday.
Pretty sure it was made in his bathtub at home.
But you got to love our stadium seating here. You got a whole contingent of Plainfield fans sitting in the front row, rooting on their Plainfield team here on Sheet B. You got people doing bets or something online, and
he could be working. I mean, he doesn't have to be gambling.
Joe will take a shot. Not only is a pinochle player, Joe likes to drink whiskey.
A pinochle player.
He
is. You missed his whole pinochle thing.
Salute, my friend.
And Cocktails, you can't see it here on YouTube, but he's bringing his own Stein and whiskey with him. You gotta love a man that likes to drink and wear fancy pants.
You say that because you like to drink and wear fancy pants.
I'm not calling myself that man, but yes, I do like that person.
And Chris, you may fall into that category as well.
I might. That's not some bad. That's decent whiskey. Feel the burn.
Feel the burn. All right. Well, we're coming down again. We're at Vice Rocks, I believe. No, we're still in seconds.
Yeah, still seconds rocks.
This is a good little tap back. That's a fine shot here.
You're going to try for the double, I guess, for Utica?
Yeah, why not? It doesn't hurt to open things up here right at the get-go.
No, I mean, even if you jam it, you're in front of it.
Well, it's definitely the wait for double. Whether it can get over enough.
Yeah.
He needs to hit this nose.
I think it's just going to pick it.
They're willing it to go over, and I don't think it's going to be enough now. But it did clear the front one, which is good.
It's just kind of rolled out. I mean, that's a fine outcome. One out of two ain't bad.
Ardsley did pick up 2 in that end.
Oh, dear. Ladies and gentlemen, be grateful for the things you can't hear at home. All right, well, over here on sheet B, I think we're going to get a guard out of it. Yeah. Oh, no, it's going to come right down pretty close to it. We're going to be in the house. No, yeah, almost.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just a little outside there.
It's a guard that's not necessarily totally a guard. I think with the amount of swings, I mean, you can get at that with, a little down weight and kind of roll to the side.
That's what she's calling.
Yep. It's almost like I read her mind, Jeff. Well, sweep
Right
as
on
soon
the
as it's
sweep
out of her
there.
hand.
Yep. That may come on the top guard that was just thrown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's moving over.
Well, you know what they say. If you hit the guard, they must have put it in the right place. Just kind of, ooh. All right. Well, it is guarding that red shot stone, but at the same time, it's only a 2.5-foot run back, so it's not too bad if that's the play they want to make. Really? Somebody cleaned it up? Oh, who was that?
Action here. And I'd like to say to people, please drink responsibly. And if you can't make it outside, please make it to the bathroom.
Yep.
All right, well, we're down to first skip stone.
Yep.
All right, I would think they're trying to do a run back here.
I don't know if you can quite get the right angle on it.
Last white stone here.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It is last white stone.
Okay. I didn't see the second one sitting back there.
At least someone's paying attention.
Thank God for Jeff.
There you go. This is hanging out there. We'll see. It's got a curl. It's coming in now, but
Yeah, I think it's.
I think they're just going to chip their own out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
The thing is, you got to roll that shooter out of the way too. There you go, roll
Well, I mean,
it. No, it's spun
it's a
back on.
counter too. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's a second shot.
Yeah, I mean, Mark's going to try and play a tap on that red one to bury it, but if he doesn't, I mean, you definitely have a play on it. It's sticking out maybe a third of a rock or so. You could pick it with board weight, maybe, even control.
All right, so this is his first skip shot here. I guess you're throwing a guard, or even if you could chip that over.
He's playing he motioned with his broom for the tap to try and bump that red one back
I
to the
kind of
forefront.
like that because if you could tap it and roll your red out to the other side, you basically split the house here.
Yeah, I mean, even if you end up with a guard, you're not in a bad spot.
I mean, it's got to work a little bit here, but the speed looks like it's coming off, which could be fine here. Actually, this could be really good, Chris. He could tap this thing, just splits it. That's fine.
Well, I mean, it's good and it's bad.
It's good. Yeah, I see what you're saying because you got a hit that could be a counter here.
Yeah. If you hit and just kind of roll.
If you could roll.
You could roll under. You could roll inside.
Well, you would want to roll the count.
Sure.
You don't want to roll and not count here.
Well, that's generally if I roll, I want to count.
I thought you just rolled for enjoyment.
Only in my 20s. Yeah, I think. I mean, you could catch that and roll underneath into the forefoot, not too difficultly. I mean, it's a bit of a finite shot.
Even if you roll to an open spot that they hit you and knows you got yourself a hit for another one.
Generally, yeah, that's true.
You don't want to get them. You don't want to roll yourself to the point where there's not a counter and there's really nothing that they will hit. They could draw under you.
Yeah. I mean, one of the problems is if you hit and roll out, you give Mark an opportunity to guard,
absolutely.
and you're not really going to have a draw at that point or anything. So you've got to peg this and be in a reasonable position.
I don't know if it's going to come back enough.
Oh, it's floating out there. It'll get it, but I think it's just going to sit out in space.
See, that's okay.
No, that's not bad.
No.
Because you can't guard kind of like an in-off play and the draw at the same time. But I think Mark's going to hit that and sit, or hit and roll a little in. Either way would be fine for him.
Hit and roll over and be just out in front of the other one, so if you hit it, it's not going to out-count it.
Yeah, I like a little inside roll would be very nice. So it blocks the draw, and it takes away a kind of a nose hit.
Mark's making his final shot here. Coming at it. Control-ish weight. It better be control-ish weight because if it's normal, he's going to miss it on the outside.
I think he's on the top one.
Yeah, he got it.
Oh, no, he got it.
He didn't roll the way he wanted, but
No.
I mean, it still forces Utica to make the draw, which is fine because you're drawing against 2 and you got to touch 4.
You're going to play this thing outside. Even if you could nick off that one, you'll roll in and still count, I believe.
Sure, why not?
Play it outside.
Yeah, no, I agree, I guess.
Yeah.
Or hell, just make the draw.
Just draw the button.
Just put it right there. I mean, just give Utica 1. I mean, it's over.
Would you say the force is on?
Yeah, I would say the force is on.
I must ask, when we were playing the Star Wars team, how many of the Force is on jokes did you make?
We made so many of them.
Oh.
Actually, I said her skirt was so short you could see her C-3PO.
Nice. Yeah, I was just grateful Chewbacca was wearing underwear.
He did not
he,
look well. Oh,
Was he shedding on the ice? Any?
No, somebody is. Somebody's shedding something yellow, and I can't figure out what it is. But the thing is, I saw it last night, and I saw it again today, so I don't.
It has to be someone you.
It has to be somebody else.
All right. Well, the weight looks good for a draw here. Oh, they're trying to will it. Oh boy, they got to get on it.
That is
Wow, did that
bang
hook?
Oh,
That's a shame.
They're already on the guard. It's already a shot. It's shot. It's done.
I don't know if it caught something. That just hooked
Yeah,
real quick.
Hung a right at Albuquerque and forgot
You
the signal.
ain't kidding.
I mean, that was just.
That's a shame because it looked like the weight could have been fine. It just hooked right.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, well, now that
two there for Mooney.
yeah, now that Sheet B's on recess, over on Sheet A, the Ardsley Nutmeg team is in the sixth end. After 5, it's currently 6-3 in favor of Nutmeg, and right now Nutmeg is also sitting too, so they're actually doing pretty well. Over on Sheet C, we have a tie ball game now.
Again, surprising.
Yeah, Philadelphia stormed back with a 4 spot in the 5th to tie it up, so it's 5-5 after 5. And over on Sheet D, we don't quite have Hammer yet, so they're in the 5th. And that's still 6-1 in favor of Pittsburgh. At the current moment, I think the Philadelphia rink is sitting 1 or 2. I can't quite tell, but each team still has 1 Skips Rock left. So we'll see how that shakes out.
Hey, Mark's looking at his fan club down here in the front row.
Yep. Deb, Charlotte,
Aaron, girl with black curly hair.
person with New Balance shoes. Yep.
Yes.
Pink New Balance shoes.
Pink New Balance shoes. Yep.
It's a plethora of Plainfield here.
And don't let Jane see that there's some feet up on the counter because she might vault you out the door.
She would throw you out quicker than she could catch the person who might have got sick to their stomach.
Perhaps someone should warn her.
Perhaps someone should say no feet on a table. Oh,
nice
Chris
shot.
Mahoney's going to go down there.
And
All right, so we're going.
Mark's calling for nice shot that was just put up there. Mark's calling for the shot right down to it.
What's that? Yes. Sure, I wouldn't take that crap off of Chris.
Don't start problems.
We should say the same thing to Cocktails. He's got his foot up on the. We should say the same about Cocktails. They said down in the 4A and on all over the front door. That's why it's blown. All right, so we are coming down to a front enders throwing our last stones.
We're on the seconds rocks, right? Yeah.
Mark's
Are we?
trying to-
Yeah,
that-
first
that's
second
really
rocks.
narrow. He's trying to put a rock right there in that pocket.
Yeah, you're right.
He's
it
on
is.
the guard already. Although, I mean, if he's got the weight right, he might tap the guard, but I think he's also light. He'll catch the guard.
draw down to their own stone that's sitting in the 4-foot.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea. So the Utica rink here in the 6th end, definitely looking to get at least 2. You don't really want to get forced. I think he's tight off the draw. He might already be on the guard. Yeah. He's going to catch the guard. Kind of roll over a bit, which I think is fine. Yeah. I mean, the good news is, I don't know, well, that pocket might not necessarily be accessible at the moment, but that blue rock is definitely, you can tap it back.
Yeah.
There's nothing behind it. So I would say advantage Utica in that regard. Plus, they're also sitting shots, so, you know, that's always a plus.
That's always a plus when
They got
change
that going for them. Gunga Galunga.
The way this is going, this is going to probably curl into that blue, and it was just
I got that
that's
going
sitting
for me.
there in the just outside the house.
Gonna have total consciousness on my deathbed.
I said, I said, hey, Dalai Lama. Oh, are we trying to stiff me?
I'm a big hitter, the Lama.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so he chipped the guard out of the way. I mean, I don't know if it helps or really hurts anybody.
There.
Yeah, I mean, it's what, a rock and a half or so you can draw through
You
it.
can still draw in.
She's calling for that.
Yeah,
why not?
I would. I think that's a good call.
Again, if you could chip some shit out of the way, it helps them.
Yep.
I think the draw port's there.
It's definitely there. I mean, again, it's probably about a rock and a half.
They're on it.
Now they're holding line. That's
Wow.
what they're trying to do here.
And you kids at home can't see it, but that was a hell of a shot on sheet A by.
Wow, this looks good, Chris.
Oh, it's got a curl. It's got a curl.
Yeah,
It's going to catch the
coming.
guard.
Oh, wow.
No,
Okay.
don't sweep it. Don't sweep it. No. Well, I guess.
Yeah, to get it out of the way, you have the draw port again.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, that port is now a little bit bigger.
Yeah, that's true. Over on sheet A, the skip for nutmeg Ed, Simia, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But anyway, just made a heck of a double. So now nutmeg's sitting 3. They don't have hammer, but they're definitely making it tough on Ardsley, and Ardsley only has 2 rocks left in the 6th end.
Wow, this is going to be a nice draw here, Chris.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little, it's going to be a little heavy. There's going to be a bump on that back red one.
Good freeze. You're not getting rid of it.
No, but the question is who's shot? No, I can't quite tell.
I actually think Utica shot.
Well, I mean, you can definitely sit on that. You can just follow it right on down.
Yeah, I think that's Utica's play is just kind of just throw the same shot, tap that back a skosh, and be sitting 2.
These games are playing well above the time limit, I would say, right now. 6:10, 5 minutes to go. It's pretty good.
I mean, this sheet B is going to be kind of close. I mean, I think at the moment they're on pace to make 8 ends, but the problem is you always slow down and skips rocks, so they got to be mindful. And over on sheet D, I don't know that they're going to make it.
If they can get it past the guard, this is a good shot.
I think they're gonna. I think it's gonna get by.
I don't think so.
No, it
Wow.
just hooked. Oh man.
Get it out. Yeah, if you could sweep it over, that's fine.
Yeah.
They're looking at this.
Yeah, Mark
I
wants
mean,
to put another one in there.
Yeah, but just keep piling them on the button, or keep trying to anyway.
Yeah, it can't hurt.
Yeah.
Now, I mean,
I totally agree. Yeah.
Brent's already dressed and ready for the 9 o'clock game.
And you're sitting here on a microphone.
Yes, I am.
It's a difference of approach.
2 beers and a microphone.
But his bladder's empty, so that's
Oh, my bladder is still willing to go.
Oh, I was gonna say, empty is not necessarily
Yeah.
true.
Chris knows my bladder at the 9 o'clock game.
Yeah.
It's at least a 3 tripper while I'm out there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to measure in the 2nd, 4th, and 6th ends.
Yeah, I'm throwing my last shot and darting to the restroom.
Yeah.
I might actually shake and go run to the bathroom.
Well, just don't forget to shake after you run to the bathroom.
Hey, that's optional. That's
Nah.
your rule, not mine.
More than 2 shakes, you're just playing with yourself. All right. Yeah, I think it's going to ultimately round out that sheet D is the only one who's not going to be able to play 8 ends. Which acts to the benefit of Pittsburgh.
Well,
they were up 6-2 after 6, or 5 rather, excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not going to get
No.
Everybody else should be fine. I don't know what Utica can do right now. They're solidly in here.
I mean.
Well, we still don't know who's counter.
I think Utica's a counter, but I don't know A, how Utica gets 2, and B, I mean, I think there's a problem with if they chip this in. No, you just want to be a guard, I guess, at this point.
That's actually a really good guard.
Yeah, I think Utica's just, praying to whatever God they believe in that they're sitting shot, and they're going to just,
Man, they're looking at it. It's tough to see here. I mean, I'm sure you're looking at it on, all 14 of you looking at it on the screen.
Yeah.
It's close.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Mickey Mouse ears, like, just off that button. You can't tell.
It's actually a tough look at home because you really can't. Boy, I tell you, if you look at it from that angle, it looks like it's.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying.
It looks like red there, don't it?
I mean, I still think it's blue.
From this angle here, it looks like blue. That angle there, it looks like red.
Well, someone go out and look and see what it actually is.
All right, Gelman.
Yeah, no, we'll find out in 3 rocks.
Yeah, there you go. That's the spirit. Yeah, and I think Ardsley took 1 in the 6th over on sheet A, so they're down. What's it, 6-4, I believe, with 2 ends to go.
All right, looking on sheet C, is this final rock here?
Yeah. It's I think the force is on sheet A, or sheet C rather. Excuse me. Murray's just got to hit in the stick for 1. Otherwise, I mean, he's facing 2 at the moment, but.
Yeah, you can't get gutsy here and try to go for that offside double.
It's super flat. There's no way.
It is.
Yeah.
And I don't think your stone sticks. If it does, it's because you're going to catch the back end of the other one.
Yeah. I just think they're too level. I don't even think it matters. Like, there's no point even thinking about it.
Oh boy, this has got to come over.
I was just saying, here in our featured sheet, we're down to 1 minute left in our clock, and there's still.
He got it.
He got it.
3 rocks to go.
Yep. So Murray, the Jackson triangle
back
rank
up by
on sheet
1.
C. Yep. 6-5 after 6.
And we are going to run out of time.
Oh, yep.
On sheet B.
Yep. Yes, we are. They're debating their options when they really don't have any. But then again, they have 3 shots left, so it doesn't matter. There's no point in running.
No. You're not going to get it off.
You're not getting 3 shots in 30 seconds. And that's what happens. They were polite to the Plainfield team and didn't do anything.
Exactly. You lost 3 minutes of play time there.
Yeah, you're going to lose an end, and it's going to bite you in the butt because
you really aren't
need it. Yeah.
How big would that 1 be right now if you hung it?
Yes, it would.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, the sweepers are debating. I guess one feels like they should go and one doesn't, but no, they're both on it. Well, it's curling in. It doesn't have the distance.
Oh, this looks pretty good, though, Chris.
It does, but it's just outside on the force.
Just outside,
wow.
But man, the hell of an
mean, the weight was fabulous. I don't know if they just needed a little bit less ice or what, but.
Well, there's a little pocket for Mark to kind of draw into there.
Yeah, I don't think it can hurt you, right?
No. I mean, he just got to really be in the way, and that's all that matters. Because, at this point, he gives up 1.
Gives up 1. He has hammer coming into the final end.
Right, exactly. well, this is exciting. Ah, here we go.
There's a lot of dead air there.
Yeah, no, why?
I think I actually fell asleep with my eyes open.
I was sitting here going, gosh, I'm thinking internally. All right, so we've got the draw here from Mark Mooney.
I'm trying to think how I can get out of this 9 o'clock draw.
I don't know.
Just don't go out there.
Tom, you want to skip for Mark at 9 o'clock? Yeah.
Well,
now we definitely know which one is.
I don't know. I still
no,
don't know.
That's hard now.
I still don't know.
That made it worse for
Yeah,
It really
did,
did.
I think.
Oh,
It
boy.
did.
No, it looks like blue.
I don't know. I mean, it looked like blue before, but then it got
I think
moved.
it actually made it blue. I don't know if it made it better.
I don't know.
If you're blue, you're just drawing right down into this, and
Here.
hopefully you can.
You got to get more than what, like a third of button or so, quarter of button.
Yeah, you got to touch.
You got to do better than touch. It's got to at least be a quarter or a third of a rock that's got to get that button.
If you could somehow just get in that crotch, I think.
Well, you'd have to roll off that blue,
And the problem is, if you're heavy, you're going to tap your blue out, and you might not even be counting at all.
or you're not going to curl enough because you're not going to get around that guard. I mean, really, this is not an easy shot either way.
It's like one of these ones you flirt with it. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, do you throw maybe a little less handle and hope it dives at the end so you get a little lucky? I mean, there's really no solid way to approach this.
well, I would say that's less handle.
I mean, it's a little light on the handle. It's not terribly. It might be light on
Ironic,
the weight.
the weight. I think this may come into the guard if it makes a quick turn here.
No, this is not going to make it. Not going to make it.
Yeah, no, it's on the guard.
Oh, maybe they get. Oh, man.
Not past.
Almost.
I think they would have swept that into a good shot if they could pass that guard.
Yeah, I mean, the weight wasn't bad. You just had to get
Really?
by that initial guard.
Wow. They didn't even measure.
They've got a
It's
call.
going to be blue.
It's going to be blue.
I think if it was an instant call, it's got to be blue.
I don't know. I still think I might have measured.
Well, that's up to you. Yeah, they're kicking the blue one in front of the hack. So, I mean, Plainfield's got the advantage. Down, up one, with hammer in the final end.
Well, we're coming down to the final end here.
Well, we're late on the first guard, it looks like. At least the sweepers think so. So, I mean, I think at this point, Utica's strategy is just guard, 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 and then try and get something in the house.
Yeah, you got 6 guards you can throw up there right now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Please don't say throw up.
Touche, sir. Touche.
Gelman with the blast there.
Yeah.
Well, that just got over the hog right there.
If you wanted a solid one guard, you
got it.
Just got it.
Yeah, I think at this point, Mark's just going to sink some stones in the house and force Utica to come into the house before they want to.
Yeah, if you could put this like buttonish or top 4ish, it's a perfect shot.
Well, I mean, just top house. Like,
Yeah.
you just need to get something in the house because then what's going to happen is Utica's going to still want to play the guards, but if they're high or far away or make weird angles, it's going to hurt them more than it's going to help them.
So it's a great sweep here. They're going to actually probably bring it
Stay outside.
out of the guard, though.
Oh, no, that's biting.
Got a wee bit of a biter.
Yes.
Oh, and Utica's coming in on the second shot. They're
Really?
not
They
even
didn't want to
throwing
set up
the guards.
another guard, yeah.
Well, there you go. They're like nuts to that. We're just coming right the heck in. Convention be damned.
Going to get by?
That's a nice shot.
Just does.
That's a real nice shot.
Yeah, that's buried under.
Oh, man, it went actually a little further than I thought it was going to go.
It is a little deeper than they want, but.
Hey, beggars can't be choosers right now. You're in there counting. And,
yeah,
I mean, you got to follow it down if you're.
Yeah, Mark's just. I mean, to be fair, if Mark puts another high one up, I mean, as long as if you're in the front of the house, you've got your taps. Stones in the back of the house will never get any closer to the button, but stones in front always have that option.
So profound.
I think that lesson was taught to me by Nancy GVDH.
Oh!
Down, Dino, down.
Oh, we got groped by Matt Pring there.
I'm not much of a rib tickler, sorry.
That's a real nice shot.
Wow, they did follow it down. All right, well, hey, guess what you get to do? You get to follow it down again. Oh, I like it. You just made me fart a little.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I definitely did.
And we're all a little bit worse off than we were a moment ago. If Bill Reuter is still listening, I hope you smell that.
All right, well, you're just going to follow it down once again.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I guess I'd rather be above it, if nothing else. I don't really want to.
Well, this has got to move. I mean, they're sweeping for weight. They got to look at the line. The line's starting to come in. Oh, maybe hold off on this, guys. Higher's better.
Well, they're shooting for shot right now. Like they're
going to go for the button-ish.
There you go. Their shot.
That is great.
That's the thing. So now they're going to make Mark make a move on it. He's got to peel the guard now, which I think is the play. You really got to open it up and take away, or give yourself access to the forefoot, I should say. Excuse me. Well, sweep call right away. He's definitely got the peel.
The peel's there.
Yeah, absolutely. They just got to roll the shooter out of the way, and great shot by Derek.
No problem.
Good job.
All right, you're putting this right back up there.
She's calling a tap for some reason.
Okay.
I mean, well, I don't know.
I like the card here. I think you're sitting shot, your top four.
Yeah.
You tap, you can only put it behind the button.
Yeah.
Unless you can have the perfect tap weight.
Well, I mean, if you tap that blue one and weld it on the red one, I guess it's not in a bad spot, but then you're still relying on a stone that's behind the tee line.
Exactly.
I don't know. Yeah, then you're shooting. I don't know. I'd throw a guard.
Like a nice 3-guard here would be perfect.
Or heck, I mean, even if you snuck a 4 in kind of between that red one and that blue one on the center line.
I think that's what this is going to be. No, this is the tap.
This is coming down to it.
But the problem is if you over-curl and you tap it out.
No, they're not going to tap it out.
Yeah, it's going to maybe,
It's not I mean, it's not a bad spot.
No, you're back to top 4 again.
Yeah.
She's going for the win.
We're
going for the win.
Yeah, I think Mark can peel that red one, run that red one back into the blue one, whichever. Yeah, you just got to start getting rid of those stones in front.
You also got a double opportunity here, too.
You do, sure. Yeah, the red-blue double.
Yeah, worst case scenario, even if you lose your red on that whole deal.
Oh, you just got to get stones out of there.
Sure. They're coming at it, too, with this weight.
It's just a peel. I think it's going to miss the red. Oh, no,
hey, that's a good shot.
Yeah.
Now that.
I mean, it left another red behind, but it does get rid of that one boil.
Now you definitely have to guard or throw this a top 8-ish, I would say. Just guard that center.
Yeah, I like at this point.
As far as possible, so any kind of double run back here.
I mean, don't freeze on it. No, don't do that.
She wants to win. She
Yeah,
doesn't want to play extra.
But, I mean, you want to win, but at the same time, like, your concern doesn't have to be, I need all my points while there's still 4 shots to go. I mean, you have to, on some level, be set up to keep it going. I mean, if she puts this on the pin, Mark's obviously going to have to play it, and it's not going to make his life easy, but I think you can make his life, harder.
I think
the thing is, if she puts this on the pin, Mark could come in and just tap it back enough that she's only going to get one.
I don't think this has enough weight. This is going to be up on that guard.
Well, that's fine if they enough that it rolls over and guards it.
No, I mean, Mark still has that draw around.
On TV, it looks a lot better than looking at it live. He's got at least half the stone you can see right now.
Yeah.
I'd come back and whack it and blow everything up back there. It can't hurt you.
I mean, your options at this point are either peel the guards, because the double's pretty well set up, or just draw down on that.
He's going to draw down. That's a fine alternative.
We have shakes on D.
Shakes on D. Wow.
Pittsburgh wins. We have some confusion on D. I'm not quite sure what it is, but now we have shakes.
Were they willing to shake?
I don't know. I mean, Pittsburgh was sitting a bunch, and who the heck knows?
It was their last.
They didn't even
end.
throw their stone, so.
I think this draw might be a little heavier than they want.
Yeah.
Can he chip that blue, though?
Well, yeah, but not to any good effect.
No, it's still counting.
Yeah, and still sitting kind of on that blue.
But he's sitting second and third, which is something.
True. And that blue one is further back on the button now.
Yes, it
so
is.
If you draw down to sit on it, you're not necessarily guaranteed to stay on the button. The shot's a little tight and light. She's going to crash the guard. The question is what happens.
Oh, if they could hold it enough that it
They
doesn't.
gave up. No.
Oh.
It's got the guard written all over it.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it opened it up.
That's what I was saying. If they could have held it a little longer, hit it nose, and maybe just hair moved over, it would have been a guard. Now they're in trouble, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, you got to.
Now I could come whacking at it because you're already sitting second shot.
No, whacking it doesn't help you. Just draw down to it.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I think. Like,
the problem is if you draw and if you're not deep enough, if you're not heavy enough, you're just crashing into the guard.
Sure.
Whereas you're whacking it, you're controlling you where you're throwing it.
Yeah, but I mean, whacking the one on the back button.
Yeah, because you're already sitting second.
Yeah.
You whacked it, you're sitting 1, 2, 3 possibly.
I don't think you can whack it in the right way.
Here's the deal. This has got him.
That's
no.
way out there.
He knows he screwed that one up. He either got a bit outside or a bit heavy.
I mean,
the key is just don't close that gap any, and he closed that gap any. Well, I mean, there's still a stone and a half there to make a play, and regardless, if they guard it up, I mean, it's a tie, not a win.
Draw down now. Draw down and try to sit on that red number 2, if I'm them.
Or sit on your own blue, even.
Yeah, I mean, it's set up now. You could sit 2 and be undercover.
Yeah, you got to get another one in there with this shot, I think.
Sure. I don't know if they can see it, but from here it definitely looks like you come on that outside and sit on that back red. What do you think, Jeff?
I agree. Yeah.
I think she's looking at that now, right?
Yeah.
Just come back, sit on it?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, because if you tap that blue one back to the red one that's behind it, I think that's going to be second shot, and then your shooter's going to be first shot, and then at that point you're looking at the win, and Mark's going to have a hard time rooting either or both of those out.
I mean, Mark also has a run back with that.
Sure, the red
with the red on the outside.
Yeah, I mean either, but I think
either red, yeah.
Yeah. So over on sheet A, score update. We're in the 8th end now. Ardsley trails 6-5. They don't have hammer. They did steal one in the 7th end to close the gap from 2 down to 1 down. So now at this point, Ed's throwing through, and Ardsley's just hoping for some guards. So we'll see how that shakes out. Over on sheet C, the Philadelphia triangle game. It's all tied up going into the 8th end. Triangle took one in the 6th. Philadelphia took one in the 7th. So now Triangle has the advantage in the fact that they have hammer, but that's other than that, the score's tied over there.
Okay, first skip stone here on sheet B. This could be real tight.
No, it's got a curl though. It's really got a curl.
What you don't want to do is tap that red in.
No, you really don't.
Oh, man.
Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh, Scooby.
Let it come across the face.
But it's not heavy enough to do any damage.
And actually, they let it come. Good call to get them off the sweep there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that closes the gap. It doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, I mean, it really does protect their shot.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, Mark still has a couple of options here. It looks like he's looking at that right red one.
Again, he can afford to blow some things up here and
He can.
force them to throw a guard.
Give himself a play with the next shot. Sure, absolutely.
Hey, you never know what happens. You throw something and it just goes in there, whacks that blue out, and then you're sitting 3, or you can open it up.
I mean, it's not quite 5 and under curling, but you're right. I mean, you never know.
It's worth the shot.
Yeah, I mean, he could open it up to give himself a play. He could try that run back. I mean, now there's a bad option, really.
Man, we're getting down to almost game time for me.
And yet, here you are.
I know.
You're just going to skip in shorts?
I might just skip in shorts.
All right. Just don't skip shorts.
Please.
I'll be here all day.
I want to know if I can put a porta pot on sheet C.
You've been asking for that forever, and you haven't even gotten a urinal in the wall.
No. I'm just willing for a hole in a hose.
Yeah. And on top of that, the man wants a bathroom.
All right, well, here it comes down. This is a key shot, I think, right now.
Yeah, it looks like with that kind of ice, I mean, he's just playing the clean tap. He's not trying to run back into it. So it's probably going to be, tee to back 4 weight is what he wants. Well, the shots.
Oh, they're on it hard for line. I heard it from Mooney himself. He was yelling line right off the get-go.
On line. I mean, it looks like they're holding it.
I think this is fine. It over-curled.
Yeah, but if it chips the blue one out of the way, well.
You gave yourself the same shot you just drew.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so here.
No better, no worse.
Are you aggressive and you try that same shot you just did and give yourself a little bit more ice, or you guard back the run back here and go to an extra end?
I think if you're Utica, you got to play for the extra end. There's no good way to score a second rock here.
Well, I still think they have that shot she tried earlier. You could get back on that back red.
Yeah, but the problem is if you miss, I mean, Mark just threw the shot a second ago. He had the weight was pretty good. Now he knows the ice. I think you just got to guard, and you got to take your chance that you're going to be able to steal
Sure.
the extra in this event being the 8th end. I think that's your play. Because I think that draw down to be second shot is just it's a tough shot.
It is.
So I think you're better off just float a guard, be in the way, make the ankle tougher, whatever you can do.
Well, here's the deal. You know how we are with sometimes the guards. If you're narrow and you don't make the guard, you just kind of throw a shot away.
Sure, but I mean, you can also bounce off that blue one and roll in the way. You can chip the. All right, well, that was kind of a nothing shot.
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't do anything, Mark.
Did absolutely nothing.
True, but I think I don't mind the call. I think your odds were better that you were going to have an effect doing that than the other.
I think they
Mark
weren't
shots the same.
They weren't happy that they pulled the sweepers off here. The skip looked a little disgruntled. She wanted to try to hold the line there a little bit more.
Yeah.
But, hey, that's your option, too. You could call them on the sweep and not rely on the vice.
Yeah, that's true. But, here we are. And, I mean, Mark's still got to make a pretty good
Sure,
shot to win
sure.
it now.
I mean,
as
hey,
opposed to
yeah.
go to extras. This isn't a cakewalk by any stretch.
Going to watch this shot, and then I'm going to get myself ready for the next game. Got to make myself look pretty.
You're going to dollar yourself up to go out there and skip.
I'm going to take the curlers out of my hair.
And get ready to curl.
And he has been holding very close to his chest there, the secret of what pants he's wearing tonight.
Yes,
Oh.
I am not bringing that out.
I was thinking about pulling an O'Donnell tomorrow. I have to play 2 games, so maybe I'll bring 2 pairs of pants. Usually I just do 1 a day, but
Last year I was switching in between games, and we had back-to-back-to-back.
You always switch in between games.
Yes. Can't wear the same pair twice. It's.
I usually just do the same. I do a pair a day, but then again, I only have 7, so.
Hey, you got enough for a week.
Cool. That's true. I got enough for a spiel.
Yeah.
And I have some ideas for some new pants that I'm in the works for. So
There you go. He's working the angles.
Oh, he's just.
Oh, this could be good. He might have undercut it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little.
And
All
we
right,
are
we
going
All right, well, we're going extra end.
extra end. or-
Extra end being the 8th end, just by time. Yeah, over here on sheet sheet
Yeah,
B.
if I get dressed quick enough, I could be back for the 8th end.
All right, well,
I'll see you in a bit.
see ya. All right, now that he's gone, we have some intelligent conversation coming.
Yes.
Those of you who are out there concerned that your IQs were lowering, you are not wrongly afraid.
And the good thing is with this extra end being the 8th end that they don't have to go down back towards the warm room as a normal extra end and the 9th would have to do.
That's true. It'll save them that, minute and a half of shifting rocks all the way the heck down
Well,
there.
Unfortunately, we did have a game last night that went an extra end that they did not go down to set the stones in such a way that they came towards the warm room.
Even after we told them. And, all right, it looks like we have a special guest commentator here. If you'd care to introduce yourself, sir.
No, I do not, but if I have to, it is indeed Tom Monahan,
Otherwise known as Pretzel Tom.
Yep, Pretzel Tom.
rookie curler and announcer extraordinaire. How's
Announcer extraordinaire. The man's got some cojones. The first time he's picked up a microphone, and all of a sudden he's announcer extraordinaire. Man, how many beers have you had?
Well, my announcing will have nothing to do with the game of curling, but we will be entertained. How's that?
Hey, believe me, I'm pretty sure no one tunes into this for educational purposes.
So Utica on their first shot puts one in the house. Mark's immediately looking to take that out and roll his shooter over to the corner.
Yeah, I mean, Mark's advantage here is he's got hammer, so anything Utica plunks in the house, just get the hell rid of. And as long as he keeps that that front end open, obviously, Mark's been curling long enough. Mark can draw, so that's not a problem.
Looks good. I don't know if it's going to.
It's
cutting. I don't know if it's going to get there.
He's not going to get the roll he wanted, but let's see
Well,
if he
may
at least
go to
gets
the other
stone.
wing.
Yeah, that's true.
Got a ticket.
Oh, no.
Didn't even get it.
All right. Well, again,
Okay.
it's first rock, not a big deal.
All right, Brenda wants to put one of hers right in front of there to protect that.
Yeah, I mean, now the question becomes, almost is Utica going to defend this with the rest of their lives for the next 7 rocks?
Yeah.
But, we'll see what happens. And we also, we've got some serious barn burners out there. I mean, you can't see it on sheet A right now, but we have our first skip rock from Ardsley. There's nothing in the house. Ardsley needs to score one to force an extra end. There is a single guard to try and draw behind. So Danny Stetsky, is trying to draw behind that now. And over on sheet C, it's a tie game with Philadelphia sitting one, which is kind of exposed, and they don't have hammer, so we'll see what happens with that.
All right, Utica puts up a guard, however. It's on the center line, still leaving the initial rock exposed. And Mark's calling the same thing, giving a little bit more ice here.
Yeah.
Probably not as much weight.
Yeah. Well, looks like the rock was on Broom.
It's going to come in.
Oh, it's cutting now. I think she's going to get it.
Yeah, and I don't know how. She may roll out.
Yeah, I don't think they need to quite sweep. I think it's going to. Actually,
there you go. That's the shot he wanted.
That's perfect. That's right out to the wings. I mean, even if Utica made a play on it, they couldn't roll back under that guard. They're going to have to draw now.
They're bringing it.
Oh, it's going to get by the guard.
Yeah, I think it's by the guard.
I just don't know how much weight it has.
All right, this could go. Sitting there in the 12.
It looks like it'll be good enough for a shot, too.
Yes, it is.
And I think 5 rocks. All right, so Mark can start hitting if he wants to. So he's going to peel the guard now. No, the call's just for regular normal. Oh, it looks like he's a little tight.
What you don't want to.
He's definitely got the peel.
Yeah, he'll roll it out.
Yep.
That's nice.
Does it jam, though? Oh, it jams, but it rolls out.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Okay.
That red rock probably, well, I mean, the good thing about those side rocks, even if they're in the 12-foot, is if you're hitting on the last rock and it's, you know, they only have got 1 8 and you can roll out and you don't have to worry about sticking around. But other than that, they're not usually your winner rocks.
I think she's looking for another draw behind here.
Yeah. Wow,
She's got a nice double on sheet C.
That was a heck of a shot by Murray Jackson over there. Doubled them out. I mean, the house is completely empty now. So Laura Halsey has to plunk one in the house somehow, preferably under cover, and then force Murray to outdraw her.
Here on A.
He puts it on the pin, but it's exposed. I mean, he's making Ed throw his last shot from nutmeg, but.
All right, Mark's coming in here with, again, some heavy weight. Looking to take out the one that was put up there.
Derek's going to chip, roll a little bit. That's pretty good. I mean, for those of you who are listening and watching at home, I mean, really, just come down and watch. These games are great. You're missing 3 sheets of solid curling, and you're listening to us dumbasses. I mean, you're better off just coming down, have some beers, watch these games. You know, just shut down your computer, stop staring at screens, have some live human interaction. Trust me, you're much better off. We got some great curling here, and you can't watch any of it other than what's going on sheet B.
And we will have curling continuing on tonight, another draw, and then a full day of curling tomorrow, including our little break later in the afternoon where we take some time and watch the Kentucky Derby.
Yep.
Come and join us, and you'll get your free mint juleps. We have a Kentucky Derby raffle going on.
Yep.
And we got shakes on A.
Yep, that's Nutmeg wins. Nutmeg beats Ardsley by a score of 7-5 after 8 ends.
And Chris, did Laura not get in there? She did not. I don't think she got in the house. So now, basically, he's just got to touch anywhere in the paint.
Yeah, Murray's just got to draw the house. They're just debating which way to come over there on sheet C. I mean,
there's a high guard over there on you know.
Yeah, the right 4 foot or so. Yeah. I mean, even though Laura missed, putting that stone's right on the center line, so it does kind of put a kink in whatever you're looking at. So the question is, where do you think it's going to curl? And you know, so looks like Murray's looking to broom into the left side 12 foot and just kind of drawing behind it. Yeah, over which one?
Especially
Well, so Mark's getting rid of this blue one over here on sheet B. Ryan Sharp's gonna make the shot. Just kind of roll over, that's fine. That's a great shot.
Nice. Stick around, kind of force it.
Yep, 2 in the house with hammer. I mean, you can't be in a much better spot than that.
Nope.
Utica can rip it, but I mean, really, unless she rolls over, kind of corner freezes on that one on the right, you know, whatever she throws is going to be taken out likely.
They're on this sweep right away here on B.
Yep.
C, you've got triangle going for the win here.
Yeah, all you got to do is touch paint somewhere.
You want to avoid it hitting that center guard that was just put up.
They're definitely going to do that. The question is it going to sail through the house or not? And I think it's going to stick around.
Well,
Laura's got to go. Laura's got to go.
Close.
And it is
it sails through.
We are going to an extra end.
Wow.
Also on C.
Wow.
The
And a bell ring for that.
I think that's
extra end.
the opposite of a cowbell. Wow. All right. So a blank in the 8th.
They just double-checked Laura's rock just to make sure that wasn't biting, but it's not.
Wow. So take them the other way.
They do that so we can see it on this end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this way we're closer to the house and we can watch the excitement. Because, dance, monkeys dance. So, Tom, is this your first Bonspiel?
It is indeed my virgin run here at a Bonspiel.
How are you enjoying it so far?
Over the moon.
Yep.
Have played poorly, but have had an absolute blast, and continue to recognize how much I have to learn at this game.
Trust me, Bonspiels are not. I mean, there are occasionally about how you play, but believe me, you can shit the bed repeatedly and still have a hell of a good time.
Now the next thing is, Tom, we got to get you to an away bounce.
Well,
yes,
I will
that's
be doing
true.
that very, very soon. And the detriment of today was, and the only reason I was playing is I am the most nocturnal and person that you know and enjoys my beverages as most people know.
Sure.
And now I'm stuck playing at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Oh, believe me when I say I've definitely been there. I think there was one spiel I had the 10 p.m. draw followed by the 8 a.m. draw.
Oh. Yeah, but that kept you off the bar for a couple of hours while you did that, right?
Yes, let's pretend that.
So, Chris, it looks like Brenda's going to come after this Mark Stone that's sitting here hanging out at the edge of the 4-footer. She can get a little bit of a roll.
I think that would be fabulous, yeah. Just get under that blue one that's in the 8-foot a little bit. I mean, even if she just sets it up so that the inside edge of that blue one is kind of overlapping with the front blue one so that Mark can hit and roll in, I think she's going to set herself up in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, you're still leaving it open, though, for Mark to draw at the end there.
Sure, but that...
but he's got to make it.
Right, and also, I mean, I'm trying to remember, I don't think Mark's been drawing very much. I think he's been throwing some hits. So to force him to draw at this point might not be a bad idea. Plus,
they're trying to hold line here. It looks like it may be coming in quick and may catch their own blue.
I think they're going to get by it. Oh, almost. All
got
right.
by,
well,
but nipped
they
it.
got by it, nipped it. So
But didn't quite move it far enough.
Mark not happy with that one.
Oh, I mean, Mark's fine. I mean, he can't.
Not Mark. I mean, Brenda.
Yeah, so I guess Mark's going to get rid of the blue one now? Is that his call? Yeah, I guess that makes the most sense. Just catch that blue one kind of askance and chip it out the side.
Yeah, we started off on sheet C with that Philadelphia triangle extra end, and initial guard was put up by Philadelphia. Triangle came down and actually knocked that guard out. Now it's just been placed back.
I mean, this is just a personal thing, and I get why they're warm, but I just think mittens are funny.
Your wife wears mittens.
I know, and it's still funny. And I really do get why people wear them. It's just, looks funny. That's all. Oh, I don't think Mark Schrock's quite going to get over as much as he wants it to.
And hope he doesn't hit his own.
Yeah, I mean,
just barely avoided something bad there.
Yeah, at that point, you're almost worth trying to pound it by just to not catch the blue one. I mean, I think the shot at this point is you play the tap. Because, you could try and draw around sort of, but I don't know that necessarily you could get to nose on that red one. I think if you tap that that blue one back a good, I don't know, what's that got to be, a foot and a half or so?
That's all it's got to be.
I think that's great. You're going to be lined up with it, and that's going to be a hell of a guard.
And it's got backing behind it there, too.
Yeah, even if you're a skosh heavy, that's fine. Yeah. It's one of those, line is more important than weight kind of moments.
So you want to catch this pretty much on nose.
Yeah. Oh, dead nose would be lovely. Oh, she's really going for it with that kind of ice. I mean, I like the tap better than the run back just because if you miss the rock, you still have draw kind of weight working for you.
I was going to say, that kind of, well, now she's bringing her in again.
Yeah, I mean, she's playing the dead run back with that kind of ice. Control weight, run it back into the red one. The only problem is if you peel your blue one, you're sunk.
once again, a reminder, we got the Big Buckin' Bonspiel coming up weekend after Labor Day. Registration opened this past Wednesday. Check us out at curlbucks.org for all the registration information on the Big Buckin' Bonspiel.
Yep, it's pool play, 4-game guarantee. I believe it's still a $4.20 entry, and beer, wine, and morning vodka included with your entry. Really, you're not going to do much better than that.
Just brought her in a little bit more, so she's coming really with some weight here.
Yeah, she's playing the hit. She just wants a clean run back. Well, it's whatever you feel comfortable with, I guess.
She's got a curl. It's coming in now.
Oh, they're pounding it.
They're on it.
Oh, no.
I think it's over curling.
Yeah.
And she's going to lose her shooter's going out and her rock's going out.
Yeah, it's just a
Oh,
few.
not enough, but there it is.
Yep, there it goes. And victory to Plainfield over on sheet B. I mean, I guess Mark could throw his last rock if you wanted to, but, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
At that point, you would just intentionally burn it.
Well, those of you who were strong enough to bear with us through this broadcast, thank you.
Yeah.
9 o'clock draws coming up shortly. They'll prepare the ice. We still have another game that's going on sheet C, that extra end game between Triangle and Philadelphia. We're on I think we're on Vice Stones now.
No, I think that was seconds rocks.
That was seconds?
That was
Okay.
oh, they're letting their stone hit the hack over on sheet D. Police your sheet, people. That's also good advice for you people at home. Always police your sheets.
That looks like coming up in our feature sheet in our 9 o'clock draw, we have a combination team from Green Mountain, Rochester, and Pittsburgh going up against a Bucks team.
Yep.
So stick around and we'll provide you some additional enjoyment on your Friday evening.